Not all marriages will last, and here are some of the more notable ones that ended earlier this year. Gypsy Rose Blanchard revealed her split from husband Ryan Scott Anderson to her Facebook friends on March 28th, saying in a statement, "Unfortunately, my husband and I are going through a separation, and I moved in with my parents' home down the bayou. I am learning to listen to my heart. Right now, I need time to let myself find who I am." Now, for context, during the panini, Ryan Anderson sent a letter to Gypsy after his co-worker did the same to Tiger King star Joe Exotic. Now, he didn't expect to hear back from Gypsy, but after receiving a reply in May of 2020, the pair started exchanging emails until the relationship bloomed and now is no more. But don't worry, Gypsy isn't recovering alone from this heartbreak. She was seen getting matching tattoos with her former fiance. Yep, different guy. Just days after it was announced that she was splitting up with Ryan. So Ken was engaged to Gypsy back in 2018 before they separated while she was still behind bars. And yeah, he was by her side at a tattoo parlor as they allegedly got matching images of huskies on their arms, according to TMZ. And as of the end of April, Gypsy is officially back together with Ken, which, if you're following this timeline, it's just 1 month after she confirmed her split with Ryan. And she said, "After reconnecting earlier this month, we realized that our love for each other is simply undeniable and life is too short to not take a chance." Well, I wish them luck. Next up, we've got Sasha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher. Now, this pair, who share kids Olivia, Alula, and Montgomery, split after nearly 14 years of marriage, saying after a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, "We are finally putting our rackets down." This was announced in a joint Instagram story statement on April 5th. "In 2023, we jointly filed to end our marriage. We have always prioritized our privacy and have been quietly working through this change." They went on to note that they will forever share in our devotion and love for our children, adding, "We sincerely appreciate you respecting our family's wish for privacy." Now, this split is hot on the heels of all of the recent Sasha controversy. Earlier this year, Rebel Wilson became the latest to speak out about Baron Cohen, saying the actor attempted to halt publication of her memoir, Rebel Rising, in which she calls him an a-hole after their time working together on the 2016 movie The Brothers Grimsby, and she claims that he was not so great on set. I guess nobody wants it this way. AJ McClain and Rochelle McClain confirmed on January 1st that they decided to end their marriage after a trial separation. They said in a statement, "As you all know, we have been separated for over a year now. While we have hoped for reconciliation, we have decided to officially end our marriage. It is with deep love and respect that we have made this decision." And this was a joint statement on Instagram. They went on to say that our focus now is moving forward in the healthiest possible way, with friendship and co-parenting our girls at the forefront of this next chapter. We appreciate your kindness, respect, and privacy at this time. AJ and Rochelle were married for about 12 years and had 2 girls together, so this hurts to see. And their relationship actually goes back so much further than this. AJ met Rochelle in October of 2001, before the two reunited in 2006 and then began dating in 2009. On his birthday in 2010, he proposed and credits her with the motivation to get him sober and overcome his years-long struggle with addiction. So, just sad to see. Natalie Portman and Benjamin Millepied quietly finalized their divorce in February after 11 years of marriage. This was confirmed to People magazine by her rep. The Black Swan star secretly filed for dissolution over the summer in France, where she lives with her 2 children, son Aleph and daughter Amalia. The divorce came after Page Six broke the news that the choreographer had allegedly cheated on Portman with a young climate activist named Camille. And by young, I mean under like half his age. When you consider the fact that technically the whole Natalie and Benjamin relationship started possibly under cheating circumstances on the Black Swan set, well, once a cheater, always a cheater. According to The Guardian and other unconfirmed reports, Benjamin was living with his former partner, ballet dancer Isabella Boylston, in 2009. When he left her for Portman. In a 2018 interview with Hoda for SiriusXM, Natalie said she was in dreamland while filming the physically demanding drama because she was getting to know him at the time. She called the early stages of their relationship romantic because they were catching feelings for each other while he was teaching her how to dance. Yeah, showmance turned romance turned kaput. Chance the Rapper and Kirsten Corley have had quite the long-winded relationship. So they first met each other in 2003 when they were like 9, and after 9 years, okay. In 2012, they met again at the South by Southwest Film Festival in Austin, Texas. They reconnected when they went back home to Chicago, and shortly after, I think it was in 2013, they began dating. In September of 2015, they welcomed their first daughter, Kensley, and in February of 2016, they broke up briefly, but later reconciled. On July 4th of 2018, Chance proposed to Kirsten at a family barbecue in Chicago. Then on March 9th of 2019, they married at the resort at Pelican Hill in Newport Beach, California. Now, the pair announced their split via social social media on April 3rd after 5 years of marriage. After a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. We came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the same time we spent together. So, question, did anybody else see that video last year that started the divorce rumors? So this was a video that went viral on socials, showing somebody dancing intimately with a woman at Jamaica's Carnival. Twitter users went wild, questioning like, hey, does Kirsten approve? And one fan went as far to say that this behavior was indicative of a divorce. Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott are yet another acting couple that went kaput this year. Spelling officially filed for divorce on March 29th, 9 months after separating from McDermott, and after 18-ish years together total. So back in April, on the debut episode of her podcast, Miss Spelling, Tori said, like, I just filed for divorce. Like, she opened with that. Whoa, I just said the words that I've said in my head for like 16 years. Wild. Ooh, that's kind of a grim statement. Granted, Tori and Dean's relationship was far from a smooth one. In the course of almost 2 decades together, the pair cheated on their former spouses with each other, tied the knot, welcomed 5 children, and weathered a storm of financial troubles and infidelity, all of which often put them back in the headlines. They also opted to shine a spotlight directly on their personal life as they starred in multiple seasons of like several reality shows, including the Lifetime docuseries True Tori in the aftermath of Dean's cheating. Now, in June of last year, Dean actually posted a breakup announcement on his Instagram, only to delete it several hours later. Well, these two eventually separated for good that same month over his struggles with substances, and now game over, I guess. Light singer Ellie Goulding and art dealer Casper Jopling announced their separation after 4 years of marriage on February 23rd, saying, "We remain the closest of friends and have been successful co-parenting with our sons' best interests at heart." Now, this was in a statement that Ellie wrote on her Instagram story. She added, "We are committed to protecting our family's privacy and thank people in advance for respecting our wishes." Now, taking to his Instagram stories, Casper wrote, "Hi people, hope you're having a good day. I feel sadly that I need to say something on mine and Ellie's current relationship that I hope more than anything will make any final tabloid speculation disappear. Ellie and I made the decision to separate some time ago. Our immediate family and close friends have known for some time, otherwise we chose to do what we could to keep this private." He continued saying, "Ellie and I remain the closest of friends and most importantly, co-parents to the best kiddo in the world, Arthur. And please ask that you respect mine and Ellie's privacy. Thanks a lot, Casper." So the couple's relationship began in 2017 after meeting at a dinner with friends in New York, and at the time, the singer was at the end of a tour and wasn't sure whether to go to dinner. Well, good thing she did. They wed in August of 2019 after getting engaged in August of 2018 and welcomed their son Arthur in May of 2021. So last year it was reported that Ellie and Casper had been spending time apart due to their hectic schedules. The rumors first emerged in July, with Ellie being spotted without her wedding ring, and But hey, it looks like Ellie has already found a new fling though. In images obtained by The Sun, the singer was seen frolicking with hunky surfer Armando Perez. Now, the handsome surfer was seen leaning in to hug and kiss Ellie during a lesson. Ooh la la. Sam Raimi and Gillian Green are yet another longtime couple that called it quits this year. Green filed for divorce from the Spider-Man actor in May after 30 years of marriage, according to court documents obtained by People magazine. While Raimi and Green's marriage date is listed as September 17th of 1993, their date of separation was listed as TBD. Now, the filing shows that Green has requested that the court award her spousal support and terminate Raimi's ability to receive alimony. She's also requesting that he cover her attorney fees. Oh, there's no mention of a prenup, but interesting. Gary Turner and Teresa Nist. Yep, this one broke my heart. The Golden Bachelor couple announced their plans to divorce during an April 12th interview on Good Morning America. The same day Turner officially filed for divorce, and just 3 months after tying the knot on TV. Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, like our living situation and so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage. This was the statement made on the show. Look, I don't always pay attention to Bachelor romances, but this was one I was rooting for and just oh so invested in. Following their nuptials, the duo gave a handful of sweet glimpses of their love story to the public, including ringing in the holidays alongside each other and tuning into The Bachelor together. Oh well, maybe the Golden Bachelorette will do better. And finally for today, Katie McLean and John Lindstrom. If you don't know who they are, they were alumni of As the World Turns, and they announced on April 27th that they were divorcing after 10 years of marriage. Saying in a statement, "We are taking this opportunity to make a short statement about our relationship status. It may be obvious to some based on our posts that we've taken some time apart. After serious consideration, we have decided that our goals have been taking us in different directions and to end our marriage. We remain friends and wish each other every happiness. As people who work in the public eye, it can be difficult to have a private life. Regardless, we ask for your kind consideration in this matter."
In at number 10, Tish and Billy Ray Cyrus. Tish and Billy Ray are getting divorced for the third time, just 5 years after they called off their second divorce. Tish is the person who filed for divorce on April 6th after 29 years of marriage. The couple share 5 kids together, including the legendary Miley Cyrus. In 2010, Billy Ray was first to file for divorce, but called it off after a few months. Tish then filed for her first time in 2013, but the couple reconciled just 10 days after that. So there is a chance this third time might also be called off, or there's a chance the couple has unanimously decided that they should no longer be together. In documents obtained by People, Tish cited irreconcilable differences in the legal documents and revealed that her and Billy Ray have not lived together for more than 2 years. The couple released a joint statement saying in part, quote, "It is after 30 years, 5 amazing children, and a lifetime of memories, we have decided to go our separate ways. Not with sadness, but with love in our hearts. We've grown up together, raised a family we can be so proud of, and it's now time to create our own paths." In at number 9, Tom Schwarz and Katie Maloney. As a huge fan of Vanderpump Rules, this news is incredibly heartbreaking, but not all that shocking after last season. After 12 years of being together, the couple have announced that they will be divorcing. After reading the statements, it's clear that this was Katie's decision, and Tom is having a hard time coping with his new normal. In her Instagram statement, Katie wrote, quote, "After 12 years on an adventure through life together, Tom and I are ending our marriage. This ending is not met with resentment or animosity, no sides to choose. We have deep admiration for one another that will always remain, and we cherish our friendship." Tom wrote in his caption that he, quote, "fully respects Katie's decision and that it would be far sadder if she decided to stay with me while not happy." After revealing more about the reasoning, Katie has admitted that she didn't feel supported by Tom and felt that he never truly had her back. And after watching last season, it's clear to me that Schwartz has some growing up to do and needs to prioritize his wife over friends like Tom Sandoval. If you've watched Vanderpump Rules and you saw last season where they're fighting about the bar, please let me know your thoughts below. It is one of my favorite reality shows, mostly because I've just grown up watching it, and I'm so invested in their relationships, and it's so sad to see that these two are splitting up. In at number 8, Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers. Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers had an incredibly fast-paced relationship. Before the public even knew they were a couple, Shailene and Aaron were engaged. It seemed to everyone that the pair were soulmates and were going to be together forever, until it was announced that Shailene broke off their engagement. The former couple first met in 2020 and soon sparked romance rumors. Rodgers confirmed the relationship during his acceptance speech for the NFL Honors Award, thanking his fiancée. Woodley confirmed the relationship as well in an episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, showing off her engagement ring. The pair briefly got back together after ending their engagement to try and work things out, but sources say that Shailene is now 100% done. A source said, quote, "Shailene tried to give it another shot and was spending time with Aaron, but she quickly saw that everything was on his terms and nothing was going to change. There was no reason to continue and she's done with it." In at number 7, Garrett Hedland and Emma Roberts. After an incredibly messy on and off again relationship with Evan Peters, Emma Roberts quickly moved on to Garrett Hedland. Then, out of nowhere, the couple announced they were expecting a child together. The pair seemed very happy and excited for their child, but shortly after the birth of Rhodes in 2020, the couple has split. An insider said of their split, quote, "It's sad and they are trying their best to co-parent. It's been hard." The couple started dating in 2019, welcoming Rhodes in December of 2020. At the time of the birth, Emma posted to Instagram writing, quote, "Thank you 2020 for getting one thing right. Our bright light Rhodes Robert Hedland." In at number 6, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. This power couple was one that seemed like they would stay together forever because of how highly Momoa spoke of Bonet in the press. But sadly, on January 12th, the couple announced in a joint statement that they would be ending their marriage, saying, quote, "We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. Feeling and growing from the seismic shifts occurring. And so we share our family news that we are parting ways in marriage." After the split, Momoa was seen living in a van that was camped out on his friend's property. There were also rumors that the pair might be getting back together, but those were false. While talking about these rumors, Momoa said, quote, "Oh no, we're not back together. We're family, you know. We have 2 beautiful children together. We're family forever." Halfway number 5, Hoda Kotb and Joel Schiffman. After 8 years of being together, Hoda and Joel announced that they will be ending their engagement. Hoda made the announcement on January 31st on Today with Hoda and Jenna, after some viewers wondered why she was no longer wearing an engagement ring. She revealed that over the holidays her and Joel had a lot of meaningful conversations where they realized they were better off as friends than an engaged couple. So they decided to start off the new year with a different type of relationship where they are no longer romantically involved. In at number 4, Josh Flagg and Bobby Boyd. $1 Million Listing Los Angeles star Josh Flagg announced in 2022 that he was splitting from his husband, Bobby Boyd. The pair had been married married for 5 years. Flegg announced the news in an Instagram post, writing, quote, "Bobby and I are divorcing. This might sound abrupt, but I felt I should be transparent from the top rather than bury the headline. This was not a rash or impulsive decision. We have been very thoughtful before coming to this conclusion." He continued that the pair did not fall out of love, rather they felt that they were growing in different directions and could no longer be there for each other in the ways that they needed. And at number 3, Ashley and Michael Darby. The Real Housewives of Potomac star Ashley Darby has announced her divorce from her husband, Michael. Darby announced the news on Instagram, where she wrote in part that, quote, "Almost 8 years ago when Michael and I said I do, we anticipated sharing every single day together from that moment forward. Unfortunately, that's not our current reality. We have decided to separate." She explained that there was no reason for the decision, but it was a mix of many things, and that people will speculate the decision was made for various reasons, adding, quote, "People will be quick to assume that the causes were too much intrusion by reality TV into the most personal parts of our lives, age gap issues, cultural problems, or child rearing differences. Pieces of all these may have affected our pure love for each other, but no one reason is the root cause of our mutual decision." A source close to the couple said they had been having serious issues for the last year, and there's been a huge disconnect between them as a couple. And at number 2, Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst. Pam and Dan have sadly been only married for a year, but have already decided to end their marriage. A source described the relationship as a whirlwind romance that simply ran its course. After their wedding, the pair were not getting along and decided to take a break from each other. Another source claimed that Pam rushed into this marriage because she saw the relationship as a fresh start, but the spark was starting to fade and she was having regrets. Apparently Dan was trying to make it work between them, but Pam knew it was time to end things. Any news source said, quote, "There was no straw that broke the camel's back, but rather Dan is not the man she hoped he was." This was Pamela's 6th marriage. She's been married 5 times in the past, twice to the same man. And finally, number 1, Ali Wong and Justin Hakuda. Comedian Ali Wong recently announced that her and her husband of 8 years, Justin Hakuda, are divorcing. A source told People, quote, "It's amicable and they will continue to co-parent lovingly." The divorce news is not a shock to some fans who felt she was hinting at being unhappy in her marriage in multiple Netflix specials. The former couple met at a wedding reception in 2010 when he was a Harvard business student. They got married in 2014 and had their first daughter a year later, followed by another girl in 2017. During her 2016 Netflix stand-up special Baby Cobra, Wong joked how she trapped her husband to be with her after learning he was going to Harvard Business School. A sour spot for the couple was most likely how often Wong ripped on her marriage during her comedy. Once when speaking about her marriage, she said, quote, "Like an idiot, I asked this dude to ask me to go to prison, and I'm in monogamy jail and I don't know how to get out." She even joked in the same special that she thinks of cheating every 5 minutes, but no good opportunities have taken place.
Number 10, Shakira and Gerard Pique. Shakira and her longtime partner, Spanish soccer player Gerard Pique, went their separate ways in June 2022. "We regret to confirm that we are separating," the two said in a statement released by Shakira's public relations firm. "For the well-being of our children, who are our highest priority, we ask that you respect our privacy. Thank you for your understanding." The singer met the football player on the set of her music video for Waka Waka This Time for Africa in 2010. Together they had 2 sons, Milan and Sasha. Number 9. Bella Thorne and Benjamin Mascolo. Bella Thorne and her fiance, Benjamin Mascolo, have broken up and called off their engagement. The 28-year-old Spanish singer, Benjamin, confirmed the news via Instagram on June 2nd, writing, "I wish only the best for this person and I will always be there for her. I love you." Mascolo proposed to the 24-year-old actress with a pear-shaped diamond ring in March 2021 after nearly 2 years of dating. An insider told People their conflicting schedules led to a lot of time apart that eventually resulted in the breakup. These things do happen. Number 8. Candace Accola and Joe King. The Vampire Diaries cast member Candace Accola filed for divorce on May 24th from the Fray member Joe King. Candace subsequently moved to Nashville from their Brentwood, Tennessee home. The estranged couple got married in October 2014 and together had 2 daughters, Florence and Josephine. Number 7. Jen Armstrong and Ryan Holiday. Real Housewives of Orange County star Dr. Jen Armstrong filed for legal separation from her husband, Ryan Holiday, on May 13th this year after almost 8 years of marriage. The cosmetic MD cited irreconcilable differences as the cause of the split and listed the date of separation as September 8th, 2021. They share 3 children together, twins Vera and Vince, and their son Robert. Number 6. Lenny Hochstein and Lisa Hochstein. Lenny Hochstein announced to Page 6 on May 16th that he and his wife Lisa, who starred in Real Housewives of Miami, were getting divorced amid his romance with model Katharina Mazepa. "This is a very difficult time and I would ask for some privacy so that that we can best take care of our children who mean the world to us. The former couple shared 2 children, son Logan and daughter Elle. Number 5. Kenan Thompson and Christina Evangeline. On April 7th, a report announced longtime SNL star Kenan Thompson and his wife Christina Evangeline had decided to divorce after being separated for more than a year. The pair, who remain amicable, share 2 daughters, Georgia and Gianna, and the two first married in November 2011 at the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta. Nice spot. Sorry it didn't work out. Number 4. Thomas Ian Nicholas and Colette Marino. American Pie star Thomas Ian Nicholas, 3 first names, nice, and Colette Marino, or house music artist DJ Colette, are getting divorced. Marino filed for divorce with the cause being irreconcilable differences. A solid reason, I'd say. They listed the date of separation as September 2019. The couple wed in 2007 and shared 2 children, a son named Nolan and a daughter named Zoa. Number 3. Sam Hunt and Hannah Lee Fowler. Sam Hunt's wife, Hannah Lee Fowler, filed for divorce in Tennessee after nearly 5 years of marriage. The Alabama native nurse accused the country superstar of cheating on her in court documents. She also disclosed she is pregnant. It was not publicly known that the former couple were expecting their first child, but now it is, obviously. Number 2. Angelina Pivernick and Chris Larangira. Jersey Shore star Angelina Pivernick and her husband Chris are calling it quits for the 2nd time. Chris filed for divorce from the reality star on January 20th, 2022. The pair married in November 2019, with Angelina first filing for divorce in 2021. At that time, they worked out their differences. Maybe they will again, maybe they shouldn't. Who can say? Not me. And number 1, Joe Gatto and Bessie Gatto. Impractical Joker star Joe Gatto announced at the start of the new year that he and his wife of 8 years, Bessie Gatto, were divorcing. The former couple share 2 children, daughter Milana and son Remo. Neither Joe nor Bessie gave a cause for the split, which obviously they don't have to, but the prankster did reveal it was forcing him to leave Impractical Jokers. So there's that.